Let's see how good your fire-safe design skills are. What are the 3 elements needed to create a fire? What are the common sources of heat designed into a home, and how can you make them safer? What heat risks do electrical systems create, and how can you avoid them? What are the 3 main sources of fuel built into your home, and how can you reduce their risks? Keep on watching. We'll be back later in the show to review these questions and answers. So, let's see how good your fire-safe design sense is. What are the 3 elements needed to create a fire? For a fire to exist, oxygen, heat, and fuel must be present. What are the common sources of heat designed into a home, and how can you make them safer? Fireplaces and wood-burning stoves can create fire hazards if they're not installed correctly. Use fire-resistant materials on walls and flooring around them. Install a metal mesh screen to control embers and glass doors to close off fumes. Also, keep the hearth clear of combustibles. Provide storage for flammable materials away from hot water heaters. On clothes dryers, use metal exhaust ducts. Besides being able to withstand higher temperatures than plastic, they're less likely to trap lint, which can serve as fuel for fires. What heat risks do electrical systems create, and how can you avoid them? Electrical systems can generate heat from arcing, overloaded wiring, and circuits. Install arc fault circuit interrupter, or AFCI circuit breakers, which sense arcing and trip to prevent a fire. When building or remodeling, use thicker 12-gauge wiring instead of the minimum 14-gauge to avoid overloaded wiring. In new homes, install additional outlets to reduce the temptation to overload circuits and reduce the use of extension cords. In existing homes, reduce the number of appliances on one line. Have a qualified electrician inspect your wiring if you experience flickering lights or frequent blown bulbs or fuses. What are the 3 main sources of fuel built into your home, and how can you reduce their risks? Building materials, wall finishes, and home furnishings are the 3 main sources of fuel built into your home. Cement and plaster provide the best protection against fire on exterior walls. Aluminum siding offers more fire resistance than wood. Asphalt shingles are the best all-around low-cost fire-resistant roofing choice. Interior walls of brick or concrete block provide the most fire resistance, while pine wood paneling is the most flammable. Home furnishings should be made of fire-resistant fabrics and kept away from open flame hazards. You can even reduce your home's fire resistance through landscaping by keeping a 30-foot buffer zone to ward off wildfires.